Welcome to my channel. Today's project is part of the Altenew May 2019 block hop as they are releasing a new set of stamps, dies. There's enamel pins this time around and some beautiful dies. So today I'm going to show you two videos. It was supposed to be three, but I damaged one of the videos. And this one is just something that I whipped up really quickly because I really love this stamp set. And it's called A Walk in the Woods. And I love the fact that it looks like a wood grain. And I usually do a lot of florals and a lot of scrapbooking my daughter, but I wanted to use this one to create a background to document my son. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to use my little stamping machine. In this case, I have a Tim Holtz stamping platform, and I'm going to use Dusk ink from Altenew to create a background. I wanted something blue. I wanted something very masculine. My son's wearing a black jacket, and there's a lot of like the wood bookcases from the house, so that gave me the idea for this. So you're gonna see that I have a piece of cardstock, and this is just regular cardstock that I had cut up for another project. Like I said, I screwed up the video for that, and all I'm doing is I'm inking the stamp, and I'm actually gonna press kind of hard because my table is a little bit wobbly, so I had to kind of ink it a couple times and press it. But what I'm going to create is kind of a horizontal stripe full of the wood grain, and this stamp is great for backgrounds. This stamp is great. I've used it already in some of the cards coming up in another projects, but I loved it. I love the fact that it can be a background. It can be, you can cut shapes out of it. I just love it. So my idea is I'm going to create, like I said, I'm going to use it for the background, but I want to create, have you seen those, when you carve like little hearts in the tree? That's what I wanted to create for my background. So again, like I said, I'm gonna stamp the entire, I'm gonna say the background, and the stamp I think is 5.5 or 5.5 inches, I think. So what I'm gonna do is just a continuous stripe of wood grain, in this case blue wood grain, that I'm gonna cut to fit 10 inches by the whatever height, because I'm using it for my little family album, and this is from Citrus Twist Kit. So I know exactly that I'm going to use it in the bottom part of my background, and I've already cut up a piece of white cardstock where I'm gonna complete the height of each panel, which is 8.25. So my idea from the right, I'm just gonna leave it as, sorry, from the left hand side of my layout, I'm gonna leave it as is because that's where my picture is gonna go. But on my right hand, remember what I said? I wanted to create those little cutouts that you see on the trees. I'm gonna use, this is the Altenew half-tone heart dies. I have the set and the stamp set. I bought them a long time ago because I love them. So I'm going to use the graduating hearts to cut some hearts out of the panel that I have. And I'm going to save those hearts because I think I want to, you're going to see in a bit, but I want to save them. Now, I want also some hearts to kind of be at the edge with the wood panel starts, and the white background is going to show, and you're going to see that there was a little piece left over of my background where I stamped it, that I'm just going to use some of that stamped background just to cut some extra hearts. So once I have everything ready, I am gonna clean up my desk because you're gonna see it's really messy. This came together honestly really quickly because I had the idea and I knew that I want to take advantage of this stamp. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start building pretty much my layout. So all I'm going to do is, you already saw that I glued the left hand side and I already put my picture there. And now for my right hand side, at the beginning I thought I'm going to leave the space white. And then I'm like, oh no, you know what? I'm going to back it. And I started playing with some papers. You're going to see me that I'm going to addition quite a few papers. I think I even cut some pieces of it. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me see. I'm going to play with another idea. The next idea is I'm using some tape to put it together. You're going to see that I'm going to put it, and I'm not going to push hard. I'm just going to put it in place just to keep it in place to play around with some ideas. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of foam adhesive to all the hearts that I cut, and I'm going to glue them kind of on an offset so that it looks like the little piece that I peel from the background is kind of offsetted, and it's going to help me read. But once I'm working with this, I'm realizing that because the background is so busy, you cannot really tell the shape. So my choice is going to be, I am going to bring a little bit of the blue ink that I used, actually the next ink, and all I'm going to do is ink the edges of the hearts. And that's just going to help kind of define the shape by creating a little bit of shade. It's going to help, it's kind of like giving it an outline. So it's actually going to help tell that it's a heart. And you're going to see right now, all I'm doing is rolling the cutout around the ink just to get the ink edge. And then you're going to see when I put it on top of the cutout part that I have, you can see already the difference between the plain heart onto the heart. But I'm still looking at it. I still think that I need to bring like another color in the background. Too much white, too much blue. I need to bring us something. Like I said, I auditioned quite a bit of papers. Like you see my son right now. Like I said, this was a day that he just came getting haircuts. My son's always getting haircuts. It surprises me, and like I always said, hair grows, and you know what, you do whatever you want with it. It's your hair and it's gonna grow. So um that's been my mentality always. So I just always take pictures of my kids when they take haircuts. So like I said, because I had all the brown and black, I wanted to bring color. So I went into my little stash of papers and I found this kind of teal bluish tone from the reflection skin from Altenew, and I decided that it was the perfect color to back this space. So once I backed the little part where I have the heart, I went in with my Sharpie and just kind of went around the outline of the heart, and that just kind of helped me define the little heart cutout. And then again, like I said, I added a little bit of foam adhesive, and that's just gonna help me uh, just create a little bit of dimension, so there's a bit of separation and you can tell where the hearts were cut out. And then the little extra hearts that I created, I'm just gonna again add a little bit of ink, and I'm gonna add them kind of like as if the hearts are like graduating from big to small as they go higher, and then kind of cascading to the top, ascending in this way, sorry. Then for my title, I'm gonna use one of the sentiments that comes, sorry, in the Walk in the Woods stamp set, and it says, "Live the life you have imagined." And I always tell my kids, you gotta live the life that you want. Now, just to continue with the blue theme and to bring the emphasis to the picture, I added one of the, I think it's Beautiful Blossoms, the new one of the new paper pads. I bought it because I love them. Pretty much bought all the paper pads. And my idea is, because it's so busy, I am gonna line my lines of journal. And for this, I'm gonna create a tag for where I'm gonna add them. So you saw that once I backed the picture with one of the papers, I actually added glue just to run, kind of created a pocket by adding the glue just to kind of say a U, and so that I can slid in and out the tag. And now all I'm gonna do is decorate. Remember that big heart that I cut at the bottom? I'm gonna use it, kind of create a repetitive shape, and I'm gonna add it right at the bottom corner of the picture with a little bit of the sentiments that I'm gonna add. They actually are from Citrus Twist Kids. So I'm just gonna add the sentiment. I'm gonna add a few more embellishments, not that much. You're gonna see that I add my embellishments a lot in black and grays just to complement what I have in kind of a diagonal side. So that just, like, it forms, there's a little bit of cohesiveness to the layout. After that, I'm just adding a few more enamel dots. These are all from Altenew, and that's pretty much it. What I do outside of the camera is add my lines with journal. I changed the little eyelet, the color that I added to the tag, to something that is more blue. I thought it was a lot of white. I needed to break some of the white. And also, I'm gonna bring a few more stickers. These are from Maggie Holmes Sunny Days collection, and I thought I just needed to bring just a little bit more sentiment to where the hearts are. It's just to help me just, I think, to break out some of the shape, and also to bring more sentiment to the page. And that's about it. I think all I played around with the idea about in a camera or some more images, but it got really busy and it got lost in all the wood grain shape, sorry, image that I have. So I just left it like that. And now you're gonna see the close-ups. Like this was filmed really late at night, so you're gonna see that the light looks totally different. But I love how this turned out. It was really simple. It took very little time to put together, and I love it. And I hope you check all the Altenew new releases. There's so much to choose from. And as always, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions, and leave comments, because there's chances to win gift certificates and have fun going through the blog. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care.